Sometimes in life, you reach a point where you just have to stop waiting and take action.
And sometimes you get more than you hope for.
And sometimes you get less. But one thing that's for sure is that there can be magic in the moment when you take control of your life. And that's what we found out.
Our story begins with me. I'm Carey Goldberg. I had a lot of success early in life. Went to Yale, went to Harvard, had a great career in journalism, spent years as a Moscow correspondent, ended up at the New York Times. But there was one thing at which I was a total failure, and that was love. Even as I realized more and more that I desperately wanted a baby, I just remained incurably single. When I turned 39, I reached my own self-imposed deadline for becoming a single mother, and I ordered a bunch of donor sperm from a top national sperm bank. But the very day that that sperm arrived in my clinic's freezer, I met the man who would become my husband and the father of my children. We had a lot of ups and downs, but in the end we realized that we loved each other. And I realized that I didn't need the sperm anymore, so I passed it on to Beth.
When I was 35, I thought that I would be happily married and with a child and living out that conventional life. But it was when I was 35 that my ex-husband left me for his personal trainer who was 20. So things changed unexpectedly. I learned how to do a lot of things by myself and really for myself, which was incredibly rewarding. I learned how to rock climb and I learned how to ride a bike with cleats. As time was moving along and things were getting better and better, there was one thing that was still missing for me: a child. And then I discovered that Carey actually had these vials of donor sperm that were looking for a home. No sooner had I accepted the sperm than I met the man who would become the father of my child and my husband. And so I didn't need it anymore either, so I offered it to Pam.
So there I was, 37, and just like Carey and Beth, I had had good luck at friends and work, but bad luck at love. I was a hopeless romantic, and I was convinced that there was still true love somewhere out there around the corner. One day I would find him. But I also knew that time was running out, and that I would regret if I never had a child. So when Beth made me the very generous offer of the sperm, I accepted. And then I continued to live my life for a while. I was on a fellowship, and one night, I met a man who sat in front of me, a charming, handsome Welshman, and it became clear there was really something between us. We fell in love, moved in together, and in time we had our daughter, Emma Lulu. After years of wanting a child, now I can't imagine life without one.
And eventually, we all started joking about the lucky sperm.
The question we're most commonly asked is, what happened to it?
And the answer is, it did get used, but not by us.
Every time we told people our story, they said, you should write a book about it. And so we did. It's called 3 Wishes.
And considering all we've been through, we're still amazed by our own happy endings.
But we have come to believe that there's incredible power in the moment when a single woman decides that she can have a child on her own.
And with good friends and a little luck, anything is possible.